What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Other Side of the Firewall podcast. We talk about the latest and greatest of cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Chris Abacon.
What's going on, everybody?
And Daniel Acevedo.
What's up?
What's going on? Thank you for tuning in.
Minor Shannon there.
Ready, Shannon? What's up? I always say what's going on, everybody. It's just that I like it, right? So I'm a creature of habit, so I'm saying that every time.
Gotcha.
What's up? That's
hilarious. Hopefully he's listening.
Yeah.
Definitely continue to tune in throughout the week. So Monday, Tuesday are topics, Wednesday discussion, Thursdays Ask a CISSP, and then Fridays everything else. But without further ado, I give it to Chris.
What's going on, guys? So for today's article, we'll be talking about security expert Troy Hunt, lured in by Mailchimp Phish by Christina Beek on dark reading. Right. So again, we're tying into our last episode, but this man, Mr. Troy Hunt, he is a Microsoft MVP and a member of the regional directors program but he's not an employee of Microsoft, but he's also known for creating the website Have I Been Pwned, right? So this is a man that is very aware of his security posture. He's very much in the cybersecurity field. So what got him was he uses a program called, or a website called Mailchimp to manage recipient email. So it's like a, SaaS mail management service for, marketing or, sending newsletters, et cetera, et cetera. But Mr. Hunt received a fake email, seemingly realistic, from Mailchimp, claiming that his account privileges were restricted due to the spam complaint received the day before. So essentially, temporarily unavailable to send email so he was saying it's unable to send email until the issue was resolved, right? So threat actors wrote that Hunt would need to review recent campaigns and audience lists, basically a ruse to get him into an account. And it worked, right?
Yeah.
Really what happened is he clicked on it, and what he noticed is that it didn't auto-complete from one password. So he uses a password manager, right? So usually when you log into a website, right, if it's something that it's familiar with, the URL is familiar with, like on Apple or whatever, you'll see it auto-populate. So he noticed it didn't populate. So that should have been his first clue. But even he was like, hey, all it takes is one phish, right? And even the most experienced cybersecurity professionals, guys that are zero trust, right? If you're tired, you're coming in on a long flight, you're up early in the morning, or you didn't get enough sleep last night. People are human, right? So all we're saying is like even the best of the best can get caught with these phishing attacks, right? And I like how the article ends with, "Gone are the days when normies." Right? Not everyday non-security persons were the only ones that fell victim to such attacks. So I like that. So Daniel, what are your thoughts?
And the phishing attacks, they're here to stay, and they're just going to get better because they're cheap. They're cheap and effective. Simple's the best, and they're easy to execute, and they're very wide-reaching. It's easier for me if I'm even a script kiddie or I'm just somebody that's buying services off the dark web to sit back behind a couple VPNs and a firewall and then shoot out, 2,000 emails. All I need is even if I got 1% or whatever that, I don't even know, I'm bad at math. But even if I got 10 people and I get money out of those 10 people, it's already going to pay for whatever I bought off the dark web plus some. So I'm already in the green. Just be vigilant. Like I said before, it can get anybody. I really think the article alludes to it, and Chris said it too. If you're tired, don't click. Get the right, trend of thought. Get some coffee in your system.
Don't drink and
go
click.
Back and don't drink. Yeah, don't drink and click.
Don't drink and email.
Yeah, but seriously, yeah. Be in the right frame of mind, and just go back to the email, and then either go to the website on another system and see if it's legit or not, or call the company. But yeah, no notes on that. Kind of a continuation from our last week, and just hopefully the voicing the phishing concerns reaches our audience, and people kind of just are becoming paranoid like me and don't trust anything. And when they get an email that doesn't sound right, then they'll just go to the website itself or call the company. Brian, what you got?
Yeah, like your slogan should be no trust. Like instead of zero trust, no trust.
No trust.
Trust no one.
Trust no one, yeah.
So here's my 2 cents. I really do like that Troy Hunt was very transparent, right? I was like, hey, this is what I do for a living, and they got me, and here's how they got me, and this is what you should be on the lookout for. Like, I love that. I think more people should be more transparent when it comes to being human. Like you said, like he's a person just like everybody else. He's better at this than everybody else, and then they like you said, they gave him the proper level of concern. Right? It
Mm-hmm.
didn't go too hot, and it wasn't to be ignored. He's just like that human impulse took over, right? To go check it out, and then bam, got him. Yeah, he had to put his name on the website. It's very sad. I'm glad that he was transparent about it in all seriousness. My second, it's people don't do things for free. This is a lucrative business. Like, I get annoyed by all the SMSs. I get annoyed by all the emails. I get annoyed by all the phone calls. Ever since Mr. Cooper, talking about you, lost my data, it's been tenfold. Been getting way more than I've ever get. Like, it's always happened, right? You get those random SMSs. You would get those messages on social media from people who only have one friend, right, or no friends.
Mm-hmm.
You would always get those things, but they ratcheted up after the Mr. Cooper breach, and it's very annoying. It agitates me every day, just about. But I have to be of the mindset like this is a lucrative business for them. If they just get one person and get the proper credentials, it could be very much worth their while. It's the odds are better than the lottery. So I have to be respectful in that I now have to always be on my game to make sure that I'm not caught up in this because even though I'm not a whale or anything like that, my credentials are still worth something. So I just have to always be on the lookout. And the same thing should go for those quote unquote normies out there because your data is lucrative, right? Like it could be used for so many different things. Data is gold now. So you have to think, how am I protecting myself? Not only because I don't want to get the annoying SMS messages, but
Mm-hmm.
I am worth something, right? I am a product now. So you just have to be mindful of that and always be thinking like, how could this be used against me? And it's a sad state of affairs that we have to be so hyper vigilant about everything. But is again, you don't want to fall victim to this, and then future you will be like, oh man, I remember when I used to have credit.
Yeah.
And then, but now I don't anymore because I'm still fighting to get my identity back. It's nerve wracking. It's a new day and age. It's no longer the chain letters in the mail. It's very much in your face at all times. How can I harvest your data so that I can then sell it as a third party on the marketplace or the
Mm-hmm.
dark web or where have you because it's worth something. So you have to keep it under lock and key. You have to be very vigilant, and then you have to give yourself some grace because if they can get Troy, they can get you. So do the best you can, and then when you fail, learn from it and then do better next time. So that's my 2 cents. But thank you for tuning in. Definitely continue to check us out throughout the week. Again, Monday and Tuesday are topics. Wednesday discussion. Thursdays, Ask a CISSP, where I have interviews with very unique and informative individuals within our career field. And then Fridays, everything else. Movies, books, games, all that cool stuff. Hit up all the websites that go by our name. The Other Side of the FW, The Other Side of the Firewall, Ask a CISSP, or hit me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. You can find me pretty much on all the social media platforms, but LinkedIn is where I'm most active. Where can they find you, Chris?
You can find me on LinkedIn under my name, Chris Abacon. Last name is spelled Abacon.
And you, Daniel?
On LinkedIn under my name, Daniel Acevedo.
There it is. Stay safe. Stay secure.